What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas and today I'm going to provide you a video on an exciting SPAC. Well, I think it's exciting and it's going to be Desktop Metal, currently known as Trne Acquisition Corporation. And so if you're interested in finding out more about Desktop Metal and what's actually really cool about it, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Before I start providing you absolute amazing information on Desktop Metal, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to get into the video. I'm excited for this stock. I think that it's absolutely amazing to see where we have come with technology, and this is no question, just an advancement that is going to be much needed. 3D printing and just the capabilities of what 3D printing can entail. I mean, there is so much. As you can see, there's some key partnerships with this company, Desktop Metal, and I'll dive into all that. But first thing we're going to do is talk about the SPAC, talk about the merger, and really kind of talk about where this company is headed. So swing it on over here. It says the public listing and a total of $575 million in new funds from the transaction will give Desktop Metal the firepower to expand aggressively. Co-founder and CEO Rick Fulop said in an interview with Forbes, "We have a plan to grow to over $1 billion in revenue over 5 years," he said. With revenue of some $26 million last year and expectations for similar this year, that represents an extremely aggressive growth rate that far outpaces the 3D printing industry overall, 25% compounded annual growth. The new cash will give Fulop the ability to both develop new products internally and to acquire smaller players as the industry begins to consolidate. "We will be the best capitalized company in the space," he says, "and this will allow us to build a formidable position in our market." I mean, that right there fires me up, especially as a YouTuber and someone who is trying to find an up-and-coming company that really could kind of go in all different directions. I mean, they could be 3D printing parts for cars. I mean, they could be 3D printing all kinds of different stuff. I mean, there is a ton of options out there, and they do have 4 different styles of printers. I mean, I like everything about this stock as of right now. What I'm going to provide you some of the partnerships that are building this SPAC and really kind of getting it to where it is, because I mean, its valuation is pretty large, especially for this conversion, this merger. So what I'm going to do is swing over here and provide you that piece of information. It says Burlington, Mass based Desktop Metal, a leader in metal 3D printing, has raised more than $430 million from investors that include Coach, Disruptive Technologies, GV, Ford, NEA, and Kleiner Perkins at a valuation of some $1.5 billion at its latest funding round in January 2019. Under terms of the deal, Desktop Metal's existing shareholders are expected to hold approximately 74% of the company's shares, which will trade under the ticker DM. The transaction includes $575 million in funds from Trne, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly, and from investors that include Miller Value Partners, legendary investor Bill Miller's firm. And so, as you can see, there are some major players. I do believe the chief technical officer of Tesla is a part of this deal. The former chief technical officer of Tesla is a part of this deal. And that's kind of the vision at which I see this company going, is really kind of starting to supply mass production in 3D printing for cars. But, there's a lot of other things that they could expand to. Obviously, aerospace and defense is one of them. And there's just a ton different things that, different avenues at which this company could go. And I think that with them being in the metal industry, I mean, there's so many things that, metal requires. And a lot of the industry is going to be cars, in my opinion. But like I said, aerospace, defense, I mean, the sky is the limit. Kind of some supporting evidence or some backing, at least what I was saying when it comes to the 3D printing. Because obviously, 3D printing burst on the scene before, and it was kind of cool. People could purchase their own 3D printer, and it would print out little, items, and you could do all kinds of cool things. But now that we've taken steps further and we're taking it into the manufacturing side and we're doing it in large scale, I think we need to really understand what that's going to go towards and what possibilities come from that. So swinging over here, it says, while the earlier boom in 3D printing focused on consumer printers that could spew out trinkets, today's focus is industrials. Use like automotive, aerospace, where designs that could only be produced on such printers create more efficient parts with less weight. Such production scale has been the holy grail of 3D printing, which first made inroads in prototyping and for high-end regulated industries such as aerospace and medical devices. Desktop Metal's customers today, so today their customers include Ford, BMW, Lockheed Martin, and Georgia Pacific. Every single one of those is a major player, and every single one of those is kind of, doing their own thing when it comes to, obviously Ford, BMW are in the vehicle industry. Lockheed Martin is in aerospace, and obviously they have their hands in a lot of the military aspect and just kind of that side. So I think, there is a lot of options. Break down the chart. I want to go over the 4 printers that they have. That way you kind of can understand everything that they are dabbling into. So swinging on over here, the first printer up is going to be fiber. It's going to be composite, prints continuous fiber reinforced parts with aerospace grade AFP tape. It's scheduled to ship in volume Q4 2020, so it should be coming out here before long. The next one is going to be Studio System. It's a metal and office-friendly production of prototypes and low-volume end-user parts, shipping in volume since Q4 of 2014. So this has been being put out for about 2 years now. Shop System is the next one. It's metal as well, and serial mid-volume production of dense, customer-ready metal parts, scheduled to ship in volume Q4 2020. So another one that should be coming out very soon. And then Production System, which is the big monster, and this is going to be producing metal. So when I'm talking metal, and obviously I think fiber in the very composite in the very first one, that's the type of material they're producing. So this Production System is metal, high-speed mass production of metal parts designed for factory floor, scheduled to ship in volume. It looks like 2021. And it's going to be at select customers for today. So certain people have kind of already got it for testing, but it looks like it's going to be coming out in 2021. So as you guys can see, this company is going to obviously have, once they do the merger, they might have some quarterly earnings and some revenue, because a lot of their printers, well, majority of them have either been out or are being pushed out Q4 2020. So that is going to be good for this company. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this company can go. I think that, like I said numerous times, the production is endless when it comes to this. I mean, big time manufacturers could come in and they could get, for example, the Production System. They could put it on their line, and this thing could be stamping out parts, constantly, especially if it's a high-speed mass production. So say you need, I'm just going to use this for example. Let's say you need to have a hubcap, and it just so happens that this thing is designed to print in mass production a hubcap. It's just going to be continuously stamping those hubcaps and pushing those out. And that, I think that's just awesome. And you could redesign how you want to do it, and that's what's unique and cool about 3D printing, is you punch in whatever you want and you're wanting to design, and it's going to do it for you. We've come to my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. So let's swing on over here and check out Trne Acquisition Corporation, known as Desktop Metal. So today it opened at $10.69. It got as high as $10.79. Its low is $10.47. Its volume is 340.4 thousand. Its current market cap is $394.5 million. 52-week high is $12.99. 52-week low is $9.40. And its average volume is 1.150 million. Currently it is down 3.80%, sitting at $10.52. This is a 1 month chart, and to be honest with you guys, there really isn't a ton of information to provide. It has been down as of late. From my perspective as an investor or someone who's looking to get into this company, this is a buying opportunity for many. That's just how I view it. That's my personal thoughts. So with it being down, if this is something you're interested in and you kind of had it on your watch list, which is what I'm going to do currently, I'm going to keep it on my watch list, because I do want to get it at its lowest point possible, at least that I feel. So that's my perspective on this. But you know, I think it's going to be a good stock. I think that this company is going to be able to really open the door for a lot of different avenues, a lot of different options, and especially with 3D printing in mass, you know, production, especially with metal. I think the door and the skies are the limits. I mean, seriously, it's going to be amazing to see what they're capable of doing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and you know, like I said, I think desktop metal is going to make a difference. I think that is the way we're headed in the future when it comes to mass production, at least for some aspects. I do want to remind you guys, I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and that's what I'm here to do, entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.